The old abandoned psychiatric hospital was the worst place that I had ever worked as a nurse, but it paid well and I needed the money. It was an old, outdated building, but we made do with what we had. There were so many patients that needed our attention, but I don't remember any of their faces. I only remember one patient in particular. She was assigned to me the day I started, and she was the sweetest patient I had ever met. Her name was Mary, and she would always tell me how much she appreciated me as her nurse. She would always ask me if I wanted some tea, and then she would get mad when I said no because she insisted that I would like some, Mary was different from the other patients. She never really spoke about her time at the hospital or her past. All she ever talked about was her family and how much she missed them. Every night before I went home, I would sit with Mary and talk about her family. She told me about her mother, who she said was the best woman on this earth. And then she told me about her father, who was a drunk and would often beat her and her mother. Then she would always say, "I wish he would just die." And I remember thinking, what a horrible thing to wish upon anyone. One night, Mary didn't ask for tea, and I didn't ask her about her family. Instead, we sat in silence, and I don't remember what we talked about, but I remember it being a very normal conversation. We talked about everything and anything, just like friends do. But that was the last time I saw Mary. The next morning, I came into work early to clock in. There was no one at the front desk, so I checked the cameras. That's when I saw what happened. The night before, after my shift ended, Mary somehow got out of bed and walked down the hallway. She opened the front door and walked out into the night. No one knows how she did it, because the doors were locked and the security guards were busy. We searched everywhere for her, but we couldn't find her anywhere. I felt horrible. I could have stopped her. I should have stopped her. That was 30 years ago. I've heard rumors that Mary's ghost still walks the halls of that old abandoned hospital, looking for her favorite nurse. I never believed in ghosts until I experienced this myself. One night, I was making my rounds, checking on all the patients. As I walked down the hallway, I heard footsteps behind me. I kept walking until I reached a room at the end of the hall. I opened the door, and there she was, standing in the corner, was a young girl in a Victorian nightgown. And then she disappeared.